Ready when you are.
Joined now by Coach Brian Sheppard, the Indiana State offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. You guys signed a great kid in Broc Rutter out of Illinois.
Yeah, so Broc, the whole recruiting process with Broc, Coach Sanford, he always has his, do a really good job with evaluation. He believes in evaluation, looking deep into kids. Do they fit us? Not just are they a combine guy? Do they height, weight, all that kind of stuff? But are they the kind of quarterback and the kind of person, student athlete we're looking for? So Coach Natali went out, recruited him really hard, brought him back. We loved him, loved everything he did on film. So then becomes let me interview the kid. Let's interview him and the family. And so after that, we went out. We saw him in Chicago. And we wanted him to come to camp. We told him, hey, that's where you get the best evaluation. Come to camp. We get to coach you. We get to get after you a little bit and then see how you respond. We just get a good feel for him. So he came to camp. We got to evaluate him there. And just coaching style, I guess, he loved from all of our coaches. I got to work with him a bunch. I got to get him on the board, all that kind of stuff. And it was just a great fit. I mean, he came out. His parents did a great job allowing him to be recruited, and it was just a great fit for us. The process has been great. He's made the extra effort, him and his family, to get out to a few games and to come out here, spend time with our players. And family feels really important to them. Fit's really important to them. You're about to give your kid to these coaches. They're going to be around them 75% minimum of their college lives. So that could be a great thing. That could be a negative thing. And with our coaching staff, that I think speaks for itself, and our head coach, which just got Coach of the Year, so he's the best in the nation, and it's a great fit for both people, so for Broc and us.
Now, back to Broc, what kind of intangibles does he have that are so important at his quarterback position? Yeah,
Broc, intangibles really sets Broc apart from everybody else because everybody looks at it's funny, 6'2" used to be like pretty tall for a quarterback, but now they're like, well, he's not very tall. I'm like, man, the guy's 6'2", so he's 6'2", he's 195, he's almost 200 pounds. He's he's a thick guy as far as the vitals go, but the intangibles, that's what sets people apart. Decision making, leadership ability, work ethic, and I think this guy's driven. I mean, he comes out, he's a big time athlete. He studies film. He knows football. He knows offense and defense. His mom was actually in the meeting with us for a long time, and I asked her some questions. She's like, "I just like watching film. I see what you did there with that safety." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what our guys do. They move them with their eyes." So his intangibles are great. His work ethic is awesome. He's driven and he's thorough. He follows through. And so intangibles wise, I think, with his work ethic, his leadership, he raises level of play, raises the bar of the guys on the field. He does great things in the pocket. He keeps his eyes downfield. He feels the pressure. He moves around. And he's an elusive guy. He's not straight ahead fast, but he's a guy that's quick. He's agile, and he can extend the play, which is huge for us. Mike extended the play a little bit this year, and it was just awesome for us. Created huge plays, big explosion plays. So football IQ is huge for us too, and we feel like he's got that. If it's not just throw it where you're supposed to, when you're supposed to. Abide by the golden rule of quarterback. Only throw it as hard as you need to. So he gets all that done. So we're excited.
Now, where do you kind of foresee him fitting into your offensive scheme?
Well, we'll play the best guy. And so that's the way it's always been. We've played true freshmen. We've played redshirt seniors that start for the first time. So it's whoever's best at that position, whoever's best for the program. So I feel like Broc will come in here and he'll really kind of put himself in the situation he's supposed to be in. If he comes in and grasps things and all of a sudden we're like, wow, this guy can play now, that'll be great. But we also do have some really good quarterbacks in the room. So if we don't foresee he's going to, maybe play right away, maybe he needs to develop or something like that, he'll hang tight. But either way, I know he's coming in ready to compete. We're going to give him a shot to compete. That's what we do for everybody. Guys that thought they were going to redshirt, not redshirt, they come in and they put themselves. If they can handle it, then we give him as much as they can handle. So he's going to be challenged, and it'll be fun to see how he responds.
Now, I know he comes from an athletic family. You already talked about his mom watching film with him. His dad is also the athletic director at Bishop McNamara High School.
Yeah, so his dad's the AD at Bishop Mac, and he's a women's basketball coach, and so he's a coach in his own. So a lot of times you know what you're getting from a coach's kid. He's got great work ethic. He's taught the right way. He opens the door for his mom, please and thank you guy. But he's got a toughness about him too. He just does things the right way. He's not entitled. He's a guy that was taught by, and you could tell his dad's the athletic director, and handles a lot of kids, handles a lot of high school athletes. So he's done a great job with them. The family's awesome. They did a great job getting him down here for a few games. So he saw us play on the field. He saw us. I believe he saw us win a big one against Northern Iowa when they were ranked like 10th. So, he came down, saw us a great fit. The family, the dad was awesome the whole time. So that's it's a good fit for us with the kid, but also with the family, because that's the thing. We're a big family, and not just with the player, but extending out to their parents and brothers and sisters, stuff like that. So.
Now, I hear Broc is kind of the jack of all trades athletically. He's also very good at another sport.
Yeah, he's great. He's a big-time golf guy, and it's nice because his mom, works with an airline, so he's able to relocate pretty quick. Yeah, so I checked into the buddy pass situation. I don't think that's going to work out. NCAA rules. Joel will be all over me. So, but basically, I mean, the mark of any good quarterback usually is hand-eye coordination and what's their handicap. And so Broc does a great job at golfing, and he's a good quarterback, but he also gets after it on the course quite a bit. So much so, when we connected in the summer, and I told him, yeah, I'm going to California. My brother-in-law's at Pelican Hill and so on and so forth. And he's like, I'm going to Florida. I'm getting all this done. So when he knew I was back in Terre Haute working and all that, he was sending me pictures from Florida, and, hey, I'm on the golf course, this, that, and the other. And I was like, it must be nice to fly free. But, we also have some good courses here in Paradise. We actually have our golf tournament coming up on April 25th, right after the spring game.
All right. Well, if you and Broc are playing golf, who's going to win that outing?
We'll see, because occasionally I'm an outstanding golfer. Consistency is usually the issue. So it depends what the game is, depends how many mulligans we get. He's probably going to win. You and I both know it's all reps. So it depends how much time Coach Stanford gives us off in the summer and how many reps we get. But, Broc was also a guy, this doesn't have anything to do with his athletic ability, but he was I was asking what he got for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. I was talking to him right before Christmas, how's everything going, so on and so forth. Because a big-time player like Broc at quarterback and the intangibles he has, and he's even better in person, that you knew guys were going to come in and try to come after him a little bit, so they did. So I was checking in with him, and he was telling me all about Christmas. And then finally, right before we left, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to the Rose Bowl, too. And I was like, all right, so you're going to the Rose Bowl. Yeah. So he and Zach was out there, obviously. We talked about the transfer quarterback. And then Broc was out there as well. So, but if him and I played in golf, I don't know, because most of our quarterbacks are pretty good at golf. And I think Matt Adam initially recognized that, so he started repping his game a lot. He's picked it up a ton from his dad and from us. So Mike Parrish last year in the quarterback outing, he had a hole-in-one. Yeah, right. Everybody saw it. It was I'd deny it if I could, but I can't. So Broc's got big shoes to fill. What's that?
We need that on film, I think.
You know what? Thank the Lord we had 4 witnesses there. Otherwise, people might not have believed him, but. So yeah, Mike's a good golfer, so Broc's got big shoes to fill, both on the field and on the course. So we'll see.
All right, Broc, they got your number here on the golf course and on the field. We look forward to seeing what he does next year for you guys.